As a busy side hustle woodworker, you probably have jigs in your shop, but they are just wasting your time. So throw them out because there is a better way. Now, jigs can be extremely useful, but you should be thoughtful in your approach to them to maximize the time that you have in the shop. The jig should either be designed to help speed up repeatable operations, or the jig should be helpful to improve the precision of your work, which enhances the craftsmanship and the quality of the pieces that you're able to offer your customers. When we look at types of jigs, they fall into two general categories: single-use or single-project jigs, and multi-use or multi-project jigs. Quick and simple single-use jigs are perfect for custom projects where you need that special fixture or work holding, or you need to make repeatable patterns. I use single-use jigs all the time, whether that is a spacer for shelving in cabinets, a long hold-down clamp on the CNC, or a quick jig to ensure equal close rod spacing for custom closet build-outs. Random scraps are perfect for this type of jig since they'll go right back into the scrap bin when you're done with them. I typically assemble these quick jigs using Starbond CA glue and activator because of the strong hold and the fast cure time. The objective for these single-use jigs is to keep them simple and to make them fast. You don't want to spend extra time making these single project jigs only to throw them away when you're done with them. So figure out what you need, come up with a quick jig to help you with that specific need for that project, and then put it together quickly. If you plan to build many projects that require the same jig with repeatable operations, take a few minutes to think longer term if a multi-use jig would be worthwhile to build so that you have those additional capabilities for the future. A short time investment now to design and build a robust jig can pay pretty significant dividends in the future as you need to perform that operation over and over and over again. This thoughtful approach also applies to any general purpose jigs that you may want to build to help improve your workflow in the shop. There are many examples of these, such as crosscut sleds, tapering jigs, drilling jigs, and many others. Multi-use general purpose jigs can be great time savers, but they do take up a lot of space in the shop, so you have to be discerning about what you want to invest your time into building so that you have to keep those around for the long term.
What, throw this out? I'm going to use it for a project one day.
I like to build all of my multi-use and general purpose jigs with higher quality materials like hardwoods or birch plywood. These will help improve the life and durability of the jig. Depending on the size of the jig that you need to build, scrap pieces of these types of materials may still be an excellent option. I typically use wood glue and mechanical fasteners like screws or brad nails for these types of jigs to ensure that they hold up over time. Once they are fully assembled, I like to write the instructions and other important information of how to use a jig directly on it with a permanent marker. This way, there's no guesswork of how to set it up or use it the next time you need it for a project. This is just another way to maximize the utility of the limited time that we all have in the shop. For extra protection, I like to apply a simple finish, such as paste wax, wipe-on polyurethane, or even rattle can spray lacquer. These are all great choices for these types of jigs because they're quick, easy to apply, and are not very expensive. A simple example of an effective multi-use jig is this small drill jig that I use to install non-slip cutting board feet. I've made hundreds of cutting boards over the last few years using this exact jig to quickly and repeatedly drill all the holes for those feet. It is made of only 3 small pieces of hard maple and some CA and wood glue. Where it really shines though is having the setup instructions written directly on the jig. Rather than having to remember that proper drill size for the stainless steel screws, the drill bit diameter is written right there. Also, to prevent risking drilling through a cutting board, I marked the drill bit depth on the side of the jig to enable a quick setup and to minimize errors that I'd have to go back and fix later. Asking me how I know. Another example of a simple multi-use jig is this routing jig for my custom shop-made cabinets and drawers. Right on the jig, you can see which router it's sized for, as well as the router bit required. The initial spacing measurement is right there, and I even have the direction to route noted to minimize tear out on the plywood and to produce better results. Since routing the drawer dados is a multi-step process, this jig is designed to be double-sided, with each side numbered so that I know which side to start with first. All of these notes to myself ensure safe operation, consistent results, and future compatibility with my existing cabinets. Writing notes to your future self on custom multi-use jigs is a real game changer and significantly improves your efficiency in the shop. Let me know in the comments below what important information you plan to write on your jigs next. If you're looking for a very flexible multi-use jig setup, check out the MatchFit system. I have a number of their clamps and fixture kits, and I try to incorporate them into my multi-use jigs whenever I can. What I really love about this system though is that just with a simple dovetail groove using the MatchFit router bit, I am allowed to have flexible work holding and many attachments. It doesn't require any complex setup and minimizes long, detailed planning for these multi-use jigs. This really allows me to get more work done in the shop and be more efficient with my time. I personally use the MatchFit system throughout my shop. I designed my custom assembly table around these clamps to allow easy building of face frames, to hold material while hand planing, and to even assist with complex glue-ups. I also use the MatchFit system for my miter saw station stop block and to attach multi-use jigs to tools like this angled platform for my large edge belt sander. You can even make versatile table saw sleds and drill press tables. I'll leave some links in the description below of some of my favorite videos showing these types of jigs. The flexibility of the MatchFit system is why I use it so frequently in my shop. I try to ensure my multi-use jigs are made well, durable, and are flexible as possible so that I can save space in my shop and time and money on future projects. Jigs are simple shop-made tools that can be quickly built to suit your needs and project workflows. However, they are just one part of the solution. So be sure to check out this video to learn the keys to building a successful woodworking side business.